Health or entanglement? Look, somebody already said entanglement. The word didn't even come out of your mouth properly. She done said it. I say health. We don't need to talk about no whatless concepts like entanglement.
It's not whatless though. Yo, I'm gonna go piss and come back. I'll be 2 seconds. You can just speak to them.
Shaka, we didn't need to know all of that
Me need for drain the lizard.
We didn't need to know. Please wash your hands. We're going to wait until Shaka comes back so we could talk about health. We are not going to be talking about no entanglement with Jada Pinkett and Will Smith and all of these different people. He didn't need to let us know that he was taking a piss. Did you guys want to know that information? Because I didn't want to know that. Wash your hands, Shaka. We don't want you to get COVID. Well, I guess I will take a break too. Let me stretch in the meantime. I'll come back when he comes back. He said he gonna take a piss. This is disgusting. I was not raised like this, Shaka. We don't need to hear this. Let me play some Vibes Cartel in the meantime. Intermission, it's a little break. Fever. Okay, guys. It's a break. It's an intermission. Big up all my Caribbean people real quick. I gotta represent for my Caribbean people. XOXO, my love is very special. If you want it, you can have it. But don't take me for granted. So much things I did not say. And from Portmore, that's in. Oh, my bad. I forgot y'all were conscious. Give me a second. Let me put some conscious music on. I forgot this wasn't my life. Give me a second. Let me put some conscious music on. Intermission. Somebody said no music? All right. Shit, I was trying to entertain y'all, but we could just wait. Since y'all ain't want no music. Oh, look, he came back. You washed your hands, Safa?
Yes, sir.
Okay, praise God. Praise the ancestors. Okay, so what are we talking about? Health? Let's talk about health.
What did everybody say that they want to talk about?
I think the majority of them wanted to talk about health.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want to know about your entanglement issues.
I ain't got no entanglements. I was going to talk about the concept of it, but
okay, so let's talk about the concept of entanglement. What is entanglement to you?
Entanglement just means that people can love more than one person at the same time.
So polygamy.
Don't act like you've never been dating two people at the same time.
I have never in my 31 years of life dated multiple
So
people.
you never been on a date with Deshaun on a Friday, and then the Friday after you ditch Deshaun and you go on a date with somebody else?
Nope.
No? All right, well, you're holier than holy, mighty, or praise
I'm not
be
holy,
to God,
it's
but
just that
most people don't do that. Most
it's
people,
just that
you
I
don't
won't
go
forget
to go
people's
you don't go to go and buy shoes barefoot.
Stop. I cannot do those things because I'm smart, but I'm slow. You understand? So I might go on a date with you. All right. This is just an example, people. I might go on a date with Shaka and I might call him Daquan. Now Shaka's vexed. I can't keep up with multiple men. So
You would never call me date one.
I would call you Daquan.
Don't lie.
Daquan. Can I have
Don't
some
lie.
coconut water? Yes, I would. I personally cannot date multiple people more than, at the same time. Some people can, and I'm not judging you.
Okay. Well, most people, right? I'm not just talking about physical, sexual relationships. Most people have the capacity to love more than one person at the same time. Like you love family members, you love friends, and you love a partner or a person all at the same time. So it's like energy is infinite, and the systems of everybody. This is the thing, is that everybody try to talk about, oh, I could never do that, and it's like, motherfucker, you've cheated on somebody or you've been cheated on. That means everybody's doing it. You what?
I've never cheated on anyone. A
You've
good
never
girl.
been. You never been cheated on.
Not that I know of. Not that
All
I
right,
know.
let's move you out of the conversation, because you're
Okay,
not
let's move
normal.
me out. Let's
Like,
move me out of the conversation. Okay.
you're the child of the Lord, right?
Hallelujah.
Most people in here have cheated or have been cheated on. Let's just be clear. Everybody's gonna say, I would never do that, but I did get cheated on. That means that somebody that you know is in an entanglement or doing something, or you've done the same thing. And all it is you can't put an ultimatum on a human spirit. When you start trying to tell people they can't do this, like if your father say you can't go out after 9, you're gonna want to try and go out after 9. So rather than pretend like people react well to ultimatums, you might as well just be honest and say, look, I want to be in a relationship with you, but if it so carries me, I'm going to have sex with somebody else. I'm not going to be in a relationship with this other person. I'm not going to have sex with them without protection. I'm not going to do things sneakily behind your back, but I might do that.
I agree with that.
That can keep our relationship strong, rather than we end up unhappy, married and unhappy, or people then turning into James Bond when they try and have 3-4 wives. You know, you heard of the situation when man have a whole next family, and nobody know about it. Look at it. All right, look at this thing. Most people in here know somebody or themselves have baby mothers and baby fathers. What is that? That is a shit version of polygamous relationship. You have multiple relationships with multiple people. I'm not saying that you're sexually engaged with those people at all times, but wouldn't it make more sense for the children? Think about the children. Wouldn't it make more sense for the children if everybody is getting on amicably? Now, what white people have had us call it co-parenting. It's like the original co-parenting is we all shared, and village was as village does, and we all raised a child. It takes a village to raise a child. Not everybody in the village was necessarily getting along, but the children were the people who were our spirits, and we raised them as such. It wasn't this kind of individualistic, I got this baby mother here, I got this baby mother here. And then look at all of the brothers them who try and act like, say, they're good brothers, and yet they don't see their kids, or they are supposed to be supporting their kids, and they have a whole next girlfriend that they're going on holiday with and trying to start a whole new life and a whole new relationship. Meanwhile, they have the mother of their children who isn't getting shit from them and not getting none of that attention. They just go and see their kids to take pictures for Instagram. Let's tell the truth. Most people in here right now are in a situation where their parents have divorced, were never married, or somebody was cheating on somebody else, and they got raised by a single parent. That's just the facts. So it's like, why do we always try and sugarcoat it? Because we've been raised by white people's fairy tale to believe that Prince Charming is going to come along and you're going to live happily ever after, and that shit doesn't work. It's a lie.
I think there are different dynamics when it comes to relationships. I believe in monogamy. Some people believe in polygamy. Later on in life, I might let my king dibble and dabble here, because I can't see myself riding dick all night when I'm 50 and my legs is a little crippled, or a little tired. Okay, but I think there needs to be an understanding. Someone said that love isn't possessive. I agree with that. I do not believe in possessing anyone. However, there needs to be some type of boundary. There needs to be some type of agreement between two people. And when you break that agreement, that is cheating, whether you are monogamous or polygamous. Personally, for me, my boyfriends in the past, they've been in polygamous relationships with me because I have multiple vibes. You in a polygamous relationship with me, okay? You in an entanglement with me and all of my personalities. I'm your side chick, I'm your wife, I'm your concubine, and your empress, all in one. You don't need no other shit. Fuck all that entanglement. Entanglement my ass.
Mm-mm.
Entangle me in a commitment.
But that's the thing, is like, when you are dishonest, you end up in an entanglement. If you're honest, then you can call it whatever you want to call it, whether you call it an open relationship,
Right.
or whether you call it a relationship where one of you decides to have sex with somebody else. Call it whatever you want to call it, but this is what I believe. I believe that people should just be honest. If they do not believe in being with one person forever, they should not say till death do us part, and
I agree.
50% of Christian marriages end up in divorce.
I agree.
Stop lying. Stop lying. Because I didn't invent Christianity, and I did not invent monogamy. I did not invent monogamy. Only really spread around the world, and this is the truth. Monogamy only really spread around the world as a system after the Crusades. After the Crusades, they forced people, black people, indigenous people, African people who had extended family networks and villages, they forced us into one man, one woman relationships to close down our family power. And when they did that, and we didn't have our big extended families no more after they put us into slavery and all of that nonsense, we didn't have no backup system. So they could just be fuckery to us forever. Because when you have an extended family, they say me now, I have 6 wives, and of those 6 wives, they all have, I don't know, 5 children each. That means that I have 30 children. That's a small squadron, right? Then people are gonna ride for you because they're your children, and they're also gonna ride for the rest of their family. When you have one man, one woman, 2.4 children is what they should say that they should have in America. The reason why they did that is because Europeans have recessive genes, and they've been at a negative birth rate for hundreds of years. So they don't want us to breed and overpopulate the world, because then the power systems would have to reflect the population or the percentage of population, right? And so the power systems in Africa are now, after decolonization, are reflecting that. So Africans don't care about what no Europeans are saying. But now if you look at North America, where African people were bred to have slaves as property for Europeans, everybody's saying that by the census, which is fake bullshit anyway, saying that North America is only 13% black people. Well, that's a lie. And we know that that's a lie. It's at least 20%, right? And 20% of 350 million is a lot more than what they're saying it is right now. Right now, they're saying it's like 44 million or something. It's closer to 80 million, tell the truth. And they don't want more black people, because then they're going to have to start having black political parties, black nations, and black economies. And that's what they don't want. And so they've got us all divided in who can serve the master best, and oh, I would never do that, and we're all watching reality TV where everybody's cheating on everybody. And it's just the fact that these people do not believe, as in we people do not believe in this system as the ultimate system. We don't believe in it. And if we do believe in it, it's a fucking fairy tale. It's a lie, because you have to be it's a dream, because you have to be asleep to believe it, because our behavior does not reflect that we believe in it. It doesn't. Like, whether somebody's been in a marriage for 20 years and it's worked out fine and they raised some kids, why is it now that daddy wants to go off and start a next family? Because they do it. Like, they be doing it. I've got different sisters. I've got an extended family, whether I like it or not, right? So I figure that actually that whole entanglement thing, and everybody's so involved in it because people look to these celebrities who we worship as idols, and we put them on this pedestal as holier than holy and the perfect family unit. But everybody knows that them lot have been in an open relationship for their entire relationship. Jada was cheating on Will and nearly broke his heart before they even had kids. Like Willow and Mrs. Tupac and never met him. Like,
why did that crap me up? No, but I think they have an understanding in their relationship. It's just that the world doesn't get it. I mean, I get it. I understand it, but it's just not for me. Okay, if you guys want a nation build that way, I'll nation build a different way.
I mean, as long as Black power comes first. That's all I'm bothered about. That's all I care about.
That's all I care about too. Black
But
communities and healthy black communities.
just don't lie to each other, because I would rather my partner said, you know what, I want to fuck somebody else. Then me find out 6 months down the line or 10 months down the line, and now
Right.
the whole trust is broken, and I don't know who they was fucking and who they cheated on me with, and my whole relationship's become a lie. I'd rather they say that, because at least if they tell me that, I can be like, nah, I'm not for that. Go off and go do your thing. No, they're gonna cheat because they think that that's what has to be done in order for them to be able to fulfill their entire human experience. People want to experience, you know. If I go on holiday or wherever I go, I don't, and I end up stuck there for 3 months or 4 months. I don't want to be like, you know what? I got to be faithful to this person, you know, because I'm emotionally responsible for them, and her ego wouldn't let me live the fulfillment of my human experience. I'm not responsible for that person. I'm not their father. Don't try and tell me that that's what I'm supposed to do. But do not try and tell women that they are supposed to be your partner / loyal boo while you're out fucking everybody under the sun. Because I also don't agree with that. If you want to have sex with other people, you also have to extend that courtesy and respect to your partner. And then don't get heartbroken and decide to try and start fucking people up when she then exercises her human experience.
Right, that's ego. I agree with you. See, I get all of this stuff, okay? I mean, my own personal relationships are a little, even though I don't engage in matters of the flesh for now. For now. My personal relationships, my relationships with my exes, a lot of people don't understand it, and it's really hard to explain it to people. So, I mean, I get all of this, but again, me no want no damn entanglement. Me no want nothing. Me no want none of that.
Is me now. I don't have no sexual relations with nobody for 6 months, and I'm in a stage of my life where I just figured that I don't actually need you up.
Because you're over there busy eating fruits. How you gonna have time to give backstrokes? You eating fruits.
I've been doing yoga, looking after elephants. I've been getting spiritually up there. But no, so I'm at a time in my life now where I feel like I had enough sex, and it's like I prepare my body to have you.
Hold on. Let me tell this one of your followers, go suck your mother colored cunt, since you want to be fresh. Okay, continue.
What am I say?
You know they fresh, so sometimes you have to give them the island business.
Let me join in. Yo, go and go suck yourself. All right, let's carry on.
Okay, let's carry on.
So I believe that, so the concept of hoe, right? You call somebody a hoe. Hoe, you think, comes from the English, a derivative of the word whore, right? But hoe actually meant in ancient Egypt, if you read a book called Egyptian Yoga, The Philosophy of Enlightenment by Muata Ashby, PhD, ho actually means to prepare the body to receive spiritual energy. So you would hoe the body like you would hoe the land, you know, like when you prepare the land for seed. Exactly. That's where that concept comes from. And I'm hoeing my body right now. Hoeing my body so that when it's time to have use, because I feel like I've done a lot of sex for just recreation, and I've done a lot of sex for regeneration. That's why I'm 32 right now, and I don't have no gray hairs, and my hair start grow longer. The reason being is because regenerative sex is very good for you. It's very healthy and stops you from getting rid of your life force. But now it's like procreation is kind of where I'm at, and if you know. I have somebody who, you know, I have a relationship with, and you know we're a little while away from that, then that's cool. But also, if I don't have sex for a year or whatever, a few years, and that's also cool. People think that all black men are driven by sex, and they don't actually realize that when we were creating human civilization in terms of like creating architecture and literature and languages and religion and institutions, we weren't running around trying to slide in everybody's Instagram DMs. For a start, there was no such thing as social media. But now, because we've been hypersexualized, people think that that's all that we are. And I say to the young men in here watching this is, you can't master your highest self until you master your lowest self.
Okay, but Shaka, I mean, you can speak on these concepts because you get it, right? You have mastered your flesh. A lot of men haven't mastered their flesh. Okay.
They need
So
to.
when you talk about polygamy, you need to put that in there. Like, you need to be mastering your flesh. First of all, a lot of these guys can't afford to take care of Keisha, Fatima, and Hotepsha. So behave yourself, top boy. You want to have 3 wives. You cannot even, you don't have the emotional intelligence to handle the emotions of 1 woman. You're not even going to handle 3 girls. Trust them.
You know what though? In Congo, for instance, I've met a man and he was poor, like dirt poor, and he had 4 wives. And I said, how you afford that? So how you gonna do that? And he said, it's just an economic thing. He's like, they ain't got no money, I ain't got no money, so we're gonna have children, and our children are going to be farmers of the land, and that's gonna be our wealth. And like for instance, in Islam, they say that if you have 3 wives, you have to care for all of those 3 wives equally, financially, etc. I think that it shouldn't just be a financial thing. I think that it should be a spiritual, emotional, that you should share the energy properly. But I also think that that we limit our relationship systems to capitalism. We don't put, oh, what is 2 people gonna do spiritually? All right, what can 3 people achieve spiritually? What can 4 people achieve spiritually? And the thing is that I have many relationships, but they're not sexual, but they are relationships, and we are achieving a higher purpose spiritually together. And some people then want to, you know, put sex into that, which is a very small part of the human experience. That's the other thing is, most of the time we're not having sex. Most of the time we're not having sex. In fact, I figure that actually we should call ourselves foodists, because a lot of us are eating more food than we're having sex, and eating more different types of food. And you know, sometimes I want to eat Chinese food, sometimes I want to eat Thai food, sometimes I want to eat Caribbean food, and I'm jumping around from food to food to food to food, and it's all nourishing me. And I'm like, yeah man, it's good. If I got told that I had to eat 1 food for the rest of my life, I'd be vexed. And so I figure that not just saying that to say that you to try to justify having more than 1 relationship. You can do whatever you want to do. But I'm saying that when you get into a relationship, a lot of the time, because of jealousy, a man is going to tell you you can't continue with your relationship with another man, even if that relationship is not a sexual relationship. Right. And then you start to lose your nourishment, because you was getting this from this king, you was getting this from this king, you was getting this from this king, and now all of a sudden it's like, I don't know that person, you can't speak to that person, stop speaking to that person. The only reason when that person wants to talk to you is because they tried to fuck you. And it's like, but actually, if we wanted to fuck, we would have fucked already.
Right.
You know, that one there.
I think also people have to be very confident. I am friends with all of my exes, and that's not going to change. And any guy who comes in my life, you're just going to have to accept that fact. But you have to be a confident king. You know what I mean? And I'm not going to tell you to stop speaking to your freaking exes either. So I think, again, you have to be confident, and also you have to have boundaries.
You see this growth?
Well, let me see. You showing off?
Yo, this is the raw food, you know. No gray hairs, and my hair grow long and strong.
Here. People have to have an understanding. What you been putting in your hair?
I know I've just been eating raw food now for nearly 5 months. It's just my hair just started growing again.
What you doing over there? Let me find out what you're doing over there. I'm gonna text you after this to find out what you're really doing over there.
I tell you what I'm really doing. I'm not having sex, and I'm eating raw food. It's just like your skin and your hair receive last of the nutrients that you're putting in your body. So if you put bad nutrients or cooked food in your body all the time, there's nothing to get to your skin and your hair. And if you're giving away your life force creation energy, you can't create for yourself, because that energy is supposed to be creating a child. So if you're not creating a child,
so you in Thailand and you're not giving nobody no backstrokes?
No.
Deep strokes? Nothing?
I tell you what, you think I'm lying? I haven't had sex for 6 months.
Wow.
More than 6 months now. People, this is the other thing, is like people think that when the people have options, and this is the same thing, it's about self-control. When people have options, they have to take them options. Well, if I had them options, like I have options to eat different food all the time, and if I ate food all the time, I'd be fat. You don't have to take them options just because they're there. That is worthlessness, you know?
That is true.
You don't think that woman have tried to fling it on me while I've been here, and I just tell them no, go away. Like I had one woman come here. Well, I didn't have her come here, but she came here, and she my friend, and she
Let me
fling it
hear
on.
this.
She fling it on me, and I just like, nah, I'm not having sex right now, and she start ball tears.
What do you mean
I
she fling it
swear
on
to
you?
God.
Hold on. Hold on.
She fling it on me like, say, she wanted me to come to her room. She wanted me to stay. She wanted to know what was going on between us, all of that stuff there. And I
Did
said,
she like crawl on the floor?
no, but she wore like some Victoria's Secret lingerie type of setup, and thought that that would be it. And I was just like, yeah, man, I do them thing there right now.
So you turned down some Pan-African cat. Got you.
The thing is like, I don't know why people always act like sex is a gift. Sex with the right person is a gift, but it's not just a gift because you're having sex. Like,
So what happened?
all
Okay,
food
I'm
is not
nosy.
good.
Hold on. We spoke about the deep shit. I want all of the messy shit now. So what happened when you told her nah? Did
She
she
start ball
cry?
tears.
She cried?
She literally cried because she thought she'd on a holiday. It's like a kind of a romance thing or something like that. And I was just me. You've met me. I'm very like, I don't project energy like sexual
Yeah.
energy. I'm not like that. I'm just like direct. If it gets to that, then it is what it is. But I'm not one of those people who's trying to feel out or any of that shit. I'd rather talk about what's going on with Ghana, or what's going on with the state of the Black Union, or what's going on with food and health, then I would talk about that. Because it's like I said, it's like I was attractive before Instagram started, you know. So it's not like it's something that's difficult for me to find somebody if I want to have sex. It's whatever, you know. And same with you. You have people fling it on you all the time, and it's just
All the
like
time. They line
you
up like
just
ants, the boys.
deflect, and you meander through the world as a peaceful being. A lot of people are stuck on their root chakra. I'm not saying that I haven't had lots of sex. I have had lots of sex, but it's the time when you start want to try cut it out. Everybody jump on you. It's just like as a man. It's the time when you get in a relationship. All the women start going. Not women don't go, oh, I want a man like him. Women say, I want him, and I don't care what his missus feel like. You know it's true. You know the woman try and come after your man. And the other thing is this, is that if women don't try and come after your man, then maybe your man isn't worth having.
All right. What's the next topic before I go to my bed?
The next topic is health.
Health.
It's my favorite topic.
Your favorite topic. Hold on. Let me open up my box of fruits that I got from Fruits and Roots. Hold on. Let me go get my scissors.
See, you got that fruit and you leave it. You're going to go bed and leave it and not store it correctly. And then you're going to tell me the fruit rot. We're going to tell you how to store that fruit right now.
And so come back on, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Let's finish this segment up. Okay.
All right.